And welcome back to the Backstage Live. My name is Nick Dorian, and today we're going to go straight into things by delving into a little show called The Last 5 Years. Now, for those who don't know, The Last 5 Years was staged last year in PenangPAC in Pentas 2, and this year they're bringing the show up to Penang, and for good reason. After winning a whole bunch of Cameronian Arts Awards, including Best Director for Christopher Ling, Best Musical Direction for Stephen Torp, and Best Lighting Design for Mohamed Mohamed Ariff, better known as Boy in PenangPAC, they are bringing the show up to Penang for the Penangites to watch this wonderful, wonderful musical. So before I start rambling on and on and on and on and on about this musical, why don't you take a look at the interviews we got?
The play is a musical, and it's basically about the last 5 years of a relationship. That's basically it. And it's told through two different time lines. Mine is told from the beginning of the relationship to the end, and my partner, or my co-actor, so my Tabby, is told through the end relationship to the beginning. So I'm not giving anything away, I think.
Basically, it's really a story about their 5-year relationship. His story is told from the beginning of the relationship, and my story is told from the end of the relationship. And so people get two perspectives of the story and what happened in their relationship and whether it turned out well or not.
The show is about falling in love and falling out of love. Something that is a very universal theme, something that is very familiar to all of us. At one point or another, we would have gone through this range of complicated emotions, except that in this case, it zooms in on the 5-year relationship of a 5-year failed relationship of a couple, a writer and an aspiring actress.
Kathy, she's vivacious. She's actually a performing artist. I'm a performing artist playing the role of a performing artist. And she's vivacious, she's an extrovert, she loves life, she loves Jamie. And yeah, that's really what Kathy's all about. I can't tell you too much.
Jamie is a writer, or an aspiring writer, and when the play starts out, he's about 23 years old, and he's got a lot of dreams, and so he's very ambitious. He wants to be significant, and he's really, really just driven, but he needs the love of his life, and so somehow that becomes one of the issues in the whole musical, his incredible success at work, and how to balance that with his relationship.
Well, for the 2012 restaging of The Last 5 Years, we have number one, an expanded band. Last year we had 4 musicians. This year we're adding 2 guitarists onto that number, so it becomes the full accompaniment for the show as prescribed.
Well, the last time we only had a piano playing, 2 cellos, and also a violinist. This time around, in addition to those instruments, we have a bass guitarist and also a guitarist. So we are looking at a fuller sound and music that has more drive to it. So it's going to sound a lot more exciting and enjoyable compared to the last year.
How's it like getting back into the groove of things?
Exciting. I think there will be new injections, new projections of the character. It's going to be a bigger, better Kathy, that's for sure. Not sure about Jamie though. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I think the songs have been up. I don't know how to say it. I think we are quite into the songs now, put it this way. So we don't. Can I do that again?
Yes, I think that definitely the chemistry will be different because now we know the show so well and we know the intricacies and the depth of what the relationship is all about, and definitely we're going to add new dimensions to the story and new dimensions to the character. It's definitely going to be a more exciting show and a more emotionally driven show.
It's okay. I think we've had either great person and Tabby working together, and great director, and great songs. So it's not been that hard, but I think it's just to revise everything. So yeah.
Well, it was difficult, I guess, for the first few days, getting out the music again, revisiting what we did last year. But after that, it's just, I guess, like relearning how to ride the bicycle. So once you have it in your mind, and I think the actors and the singers would agree with me, after memorizing the songs and acting it out for 9 shows, I believe, I think it was quite okay. It wasn't rough.
When you revisit things that are familiar to you, of course, there is information that floods in from what has recently happened. I mean, we staged this musical more than a year ago now. It's about a year and maybe about 4 to 5 months. So in that time, many things, of course, have happened to us in our life experiences, and that will be reflected.
Well, people should come and watch the show because, number one, it's a love story, and who doesn't like a good love story? Number 2, it's not a conventional love story, but I won't tell you why it's not a conventional love story. Number 3, it's a 5-year... Sorry, did I say conventional love story? I'm sorry. I meant non-conventional love story.
It's about a very, very universal theme of love and heartache. And I think that's something that anyone young and old can connect with. The songs are amazing. And I think, yeah, that's basically it. And I don't think you can find many musicals that are intimate enough where they are really small, but the songs and the musicals have discussed themes that are really big. Love, disappointments. So, yeah, I think it's something that everyone, when they come, they will be able to identify with, definitely.
Well, John and Tabby are excellent singers and excellent actors. So I think that in itself says a whole lot. They will enjoy the performances. The music will also be better because of the fuller sound from the additional instruments. So you're looking at a very, very enjoyable performance.
As with any show that has my name attached to it, I would really hope and pray that every single person who walks into the theatre goes on a journey with us, and ultimately every single member of the audience would be able to see themselves on stage and to understand the reasons behind why characters are doing the things that they're doing, the crazy things, the wonderful things, the horrible things, the hurtful things, you know, but to be able to see themselves on stage and to be able to understand where they're coming from, and then to say to themselves, hey, you know, I've been in that situation before, or I've done that before. How can I choose a different alternative? How could I find a different solution and take it from there?
Yeah, so it's because it's a love story, it's a non-conventional love story, and it's a 5-year non-conventional love story. Now, a lot of things can happen in 5 years. So if you come and watch Jamie and Tabby, you know, and find out a lot of things. So if you happen to be in a relationship, think that you might reach 5 years, or you haven't reached 5 years yet, but you want to find out if 5-year relationship might or might not work out, well, you gotta come and watch the show.
And that is Last 5 Years. So for anyone up in Penang who is interested, please go and buy the tickets. Information details are on your screen right now, and I guarantee when I say this is a musical that you would not want to miss. So yes, while you figure out how to get tickets and whether or not you want to go, which I hope you do, why don't you check out what's happening in the next 2 weeks. That's what's happening in the next 2 weeks. So yes, that calls a close to the show once again. So don't forget, last 5 years up in Penang this time. And Penangites, make sure you don't miss this one. Because I don't think we're going to restage it again. I think. But anyway, yes, last 5 years. Make sure you catch it. So until next time, my name is Nick Dorian and this has been the Backstage. Ariff. Ah. Ah.